Alright, hey guys. This is going to be the inaugural SSB64 podcast going up on YouTube instead of streaming because my computer is awful. But today, for the first one, I'm going to have Joey, KeroKeroppi, joining us. Well, joining me. So we got a couple things to talk about today. And it's today's date, December 17th, 5 p.m. So hopefully we'll be doing these every 2 days, 3 days, around the same time. So, Joey,
Yo, what up, what up?
how you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Not bad. Little sore, but other than that. So, we'll jump right in, and one of the things I want to talk about is, you mentioned on the boards that for Christmas, you asked for a Dazzle and the recording setup, right?
Yeah, for Christmas I'm getting all like this recording stuff so that I can start recording videos and streaming and like having commentary and all that good stuff.
Yeah, and Stranded already knows how to set it all up, so if anything, you can just learn from him.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. It should be up and running pretty soon after Christmas.
What else are you getting? Are you just getting the Dazzle, or are you getting like microphones and the whole
Ooh,
like the whole shebang?
I'm not getting the Dazzle. I'm getting I forgot what it's called. I think the Elgato,
Hmm.
but I got like the best Elgato possible. Like I talked to Shears and was like, "Listen, I want the best one." So I'm getting some sort of Elgato that records like 60 frames per second or something.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I didn't really even think about microphones or any of that, but that's actually not a bad idea, and maybe I'll look into it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're doing like instructional videos, right? That's the purpose. Then you're gonna need your own commentary on them.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
So, I mean, I think you can use a program to dual record game audio as well as your microphone audio. But if you want to have a good quality for the instructional, so your voice comes out crisp and clear.
Yeah, you're right.
Maybe just a cheap USB mic, not cheap, but
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
But so you want to do those in addition to First Try Fridays, or
All right, I've been really irresponsible with the first try Fridays thing. Like, sometimes Friday comes around, and it's not even like I forget. I just get lazy because like I only have my phone to record with, so that's pretty much why I don't do them because it's kind of a hassle to set up each Friday. But once I get the recording set up, maybe I'll continue it. But right now, I think I'm just going to focus on the instructional stuff and make like videos. And I'm actually going to make posts and like other stuff too. I want like a whole big, almost like a blog of instructional stuff that can help people out.
yeah. So you did you've done one. I saw it was kind of short, right? It was
Yeah,
Falcon. Was it
because
Falcon?
it was like pivoting off the ledge, and I used Falcon because I thought it would be easiest to show how it's done. But yeah, I didn't even realize that I'd be like doing this whole project. So that that one was kind of bad.
I mean, it was a decent introduction for
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
but so I mean, what would you be focusing on primarily with them? Like, would you be so? I mean, for Falcon, one of the key components that every player should know how to do is just pivoting to move around.
Yeah.
So what else? Because you're not really a Falcon player. So I mean,
hmm
would you be focusing more on like Pika and Kirby tech overall, or would you be mixing it up with like maybe some of your more favorite character stuff like DK? Or
I'm gonna go like everywhere from like, okay, how do I teleport? Like exactly what does my thumb like what's my thumb supposed to look like? Or how does Pika fight Kirby? Obviously I'm gonna focus more on the characters that I feel comfortable with. Like if someone is like, yo, how do I play like Luigi? I'm not gonna make a video about that. I don't play Luigi.
right?
But I'm gonna try my best to like work on matchup stuff and techniques and like little miscellaneous stuff that people don't do, but they should have. Like I don't know.
Have you seen Tom Bombadil's instructional videos?
Yeah. Where it shows the joystick on the left.
Yeah, in
Yeah,
addition to his hands.
yeah. I'm gonna. I think that was a really good idea. I'm gonna look into that.
Yeah, I think the hand motion specifically. I mean, you mentioned teleporting. That would come in handy because a lot of people, there are different ways. Some people spin the joystick
Yeah,
270,
exactly.
some people just do like a quick flick.
hmm
But
And the little things like running platform drops and like pivot platform drops, all of that is like the thumb motion is so crucial.
yeah, and
hmm
if you're going to be doing a lot of the movement stuff, are you going to include like application or any like
Yeah, I would start with the technique and then go into the application and like which characters it's more important for and stuff like that.
yeah. I think a good idea would also be if you had like if you had used it in in sets,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
you
yeah,
could
yeah.
refer to those.
And not even just me, just any player in general. I could take clips and show how it's actually done in game.
Yeah, I mean it'll take you probably a couple hours to do the editing and all that, but
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. I want to make this good because I don't think that um like as I'm getting better at the game and like becoming more of a top player, I think that all the top players, it's like it's not their responsibility, but I think that people should step up and try to help people that are just starting like get good because when I like started playing, yeah, we had long posts on Smash Wars to say how to Z cancel and how to pivot and all that. But I feel like there weren't really a lot of videos and stuff to help people out, and I want to make a difference in that regard.
right. So, but yeah, you just mentioned that as you're improving more and playing more and all that. Um,
hmm
I don't know if you saw on Reddit, but Nintendo did an AMA. He was talking about 64 primarily, but he mentioned you as one of the upcoming players from the East Coast.
Yeah, I was not aware of this at all.
Well, he did, letting you know. But he was talking about his top eight and his apex, and depending on who goes and everything. But he said, you definitely have potential to get up there. But
hmm
so I mean, I know that the numbers are kind of low right now. We've got like 46 people, 47 people registered.
Yeah, but us 64 players are so lazy. Like,
Yeah,
well, that number's gonna skyrocket towards the end.
yeah, like once the new year hits, it's gonna raise.
Yeah, I'm not even registered yet. I haven't even thought about starting yet.
Yeah, I forgot about the price raise, so now it's gonna be like a solid 50. I'm just like, damn it.
Damn.
But if we're gonna look at some of the people who are top eight threats,
Yeah.
I mean, so who are you thinking of, as being up there?
All right. Firstly, like, who are we assuming is not going? I know the Japanese aren't going this year, right?
Right.
How's Isaiah looking?
Isaiah, well, it's day to day with him, I suppose. If his job allows him to get off, then he'll go. If he can't, Jimmy Joe just mentioned that, he sent him a message and he bought his plane tickets like December 27th or something
Isaiah bought the plane tickets?
last year.
Oh, okay, okay.
So I mean, it was like that's only like 2.5 weeks
hmm
before the event. So I guess if let's just say for sake of discussion that Isaiah won't be there, that
Okay.
his new job will prevent him from going for 2015.
And then what about Jaime and Mariguas from Mexico?
Mariwas is coming. He's actually coming. I don't know if you saw on the East Coast group, but another player from Chile is flying in with Mariwas.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. So they're coming in January 26th, I believe, and I don't see a reason Jaime wouldn't go.
Yeah.
He's I mean he's taken a bit of a break, I suppose, because he's been working, but yeah, he hasn't like deconfirmed or anything.
All right. So in terms of international, we have Jaime Mariguas, and that's like those are the main international threats. Are we going with that assumption?
Jaime Mariwas. Are
Yeah.
we including Boom or?
Oh yeah, and Boom. But he's pretty much definitely going.
Yeah, yeah. I don't see Boom missing it, and I know Jam is coming back,
hmm hmm
but we don't know. I don't know how much Jam has been playing, if he's been playing at all.
All
Um,
right. Uh,
but I mean, if we include Canadians, then Boom Fan, Z, uh,
Y bomb's going.
Y Bomb's going.
All right. With all of that, I think that in no particular order, top eight would probably be Boom, Mariguas, me, Zenyor, Tacos, Star King, Jaime, and then Stranded.
So you're taking Stranded over some players like Killer
Oh, I
uh,
totally, I totally forgot about Killer and Near.
or
Okay.
even LD Near or
Yeah, wow. I should have like written this down or something because I wish I had like a list of all. Okay, yeah, I forgot. Let me redo that. Okay.
Or
Um.
even Sheer if Sheer goes.
Yeah, isn't Sheer pretty much not going though? Or but he's probably gonna end up alting or something.
Sheer's one of the, I mean, it's Sheer. He bullshits a lot. He's always like, oh,
Yeah.
he said let somebody else have ninth place, but I
Hmm.
feel like Sheer would like to come.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna be honest. Based on the people that we just talked about, if Jaime took like a break, I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't make top 8.
Yeah, who do you think? I mean, we obviously don't know what brackets would look like, but
Yeah.
do you think he would like lose to someone that otherwise like? Do you think it would be an upset or would it be something understandable?
Understandable. Like I don't like. I think players like Tacos, Z, and me would probably beat Jaime, maybe even near,
Hmm.
because all these play like the bar's being like raised so high lately, and everyone's playing so much that if like you don't have time to take breaks. If Jaime hasn't been playing, I don't think he's gonna do that well.
Right. Yeah, I think it's more reasonable to expect one of you guys or even Sheer or like Mariguas, someone to take a set off or take the set over Jaime as opposed to maybe say like Caesar, you know.
Yo, yeah, yeah, yeah. No, of course I don't like Caesar's definitely gotten a lot better too, but I don't think that yeah, I don't see Jaime losing to anyone. Like, if Jaime doesn't get top 8, I think he's definitely going to get like ninth or something. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. But I mean, there are this is the Apex that a lot of people are saying, oh, Apex 2015 is the year to go. But I was saying that about last year's because of the sheer number
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
people, just how ridiculously stacked it all was. But there are a lot of people who aren't going. Like we mentioned some of the more well-known international players who probably
Hmm.
won't be attending. But there's also guys who have been in the top 8 before, top 12, top 16, like Kefit. Like Kefit's not going.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that right there is a spot.
But
That's up for
Kefet's
grabs.
been pretty inactive lately too. Like, I don't think Kefet would make top 8.
He has been, but at the same time, he got like fourth in 2012, sixth or seventh in 2013, and I think he got like 13th or 17th here. But
Hmm.
if a bracket were favorable to him, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I kind of feel like I don't know Kefet too much, but I kind of feel like he's peaked. I don't think he would do well if he came this year.
Yeah, I mean I agree. Or Sensei too. Sensei he
Yeah,
recently he left, but again I don't know how much he's been playing. I know he went out and won a tournament, but
is Sensei going Apex or no?
I don't know. That's
Hmm.
that's another thing. Sensei is another guy though who, granted, he hasn't been playing much, but he still retains all the skills that he's had.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He never really got worse. He kind of just maintained what he had.
Right. So he wouldn't be losing to, you know, like I wouldn't even be. I don't think he'd lose to like Egg Mode, for instance. The SoCal guy.
Yeah, yeah.
But
No, I completely agree. And I've just got to say this, right? Because you know how we just talked about how people from Japan aren't going. Isaiah probably not going.
right.
People are down about this, but I actually think that the top 8 this year is going to be so much more exciting than any other top 8 we've seen. Because we don't have players like Kikoshi or Moyashi absolutely dominating other A-tier players.
Right.
Everyone in top 8 this year, with I guess exception to Boom, they're all going to be good sets. No player is definitely going to destroy another player. You know what I mean? And I think it's going to be really exciting, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah. That's something that I thought would it would come good would come out of it, of there being fewer players overall, fewer
Yeah,
fewer higher leveled players, I
yeah,
should say.
exactly.
So
I think it's going to be really exciting.
yeah. So, at Apex, we've got doubles on Friday and we've got singles on Saturday and we've got main stage 3 p.m. Thank God.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that.
Um, but Friday, I'm hoping that we can get both the crew battle and our money match stream underway. So,
Yeah.
that's why I did the money matches thread. And people have been talking about it and we've been, discussing a little bit. But, Kyle, was it Kyle who put forth the proposition to you of your Pika Ditto?
Yeah, Kyle challenged me to like a $10 money match.
I think it's
Uh,
20.
is it 20?
I
I'm
think
down for.
it might be 20. It might be 10, but I think it's 20.
I would do 20 in a heartbeat, dude. I'm so confident about that money match. Like, Picadillos do not intimidate me at all. Like, I'm not going to lose Picadillos at Apex.
Kyle's been I don't know if you saw, but he and some other people went down to Ensenada, Mexico.
Yeah, he told me they're playing with Margwas right now, right?
Yeah, they're playing with Maragwas, Nier, and I don't know if Dex is there or not. I don't think so.
I
But
thought Dex quit.
he's been playing a little bit online,
Hmm.
but I don't know if he's into it anymore.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But because Pika Ditto, I mean Kyle, he just beat Nier in their little tourney over there.
Yeah,
Um,
I saw that. What characters did Nier go? He wasn't going like high
he,
tiers, was
he
he?
he went Falcon.
Really?
Yeah,
Kyle's Pika beat Nier's Falcon.
yeah. And to be fair,
Yo, wow,
Kyle,
that's
the first time I played Kyle, he was really good against Falcon. Uh, I mean, he wasn't like he beat me a couple times, but it's not like it was, like a four stock or anything like that.
yeah, yeah,
He's
yeah.
very good at getting the edge guard, getting the gimp. He's always been. So
Dude, that's amazing. All right, I don't keep up with the West. Actually, I don't really watch like videos at all. I'm gonna be honest, but I didn't know Kyle was that good. That's amazing. Me and Kyle were talking probably a few months ago, and because sometimes he like messages me on Facebook for Pika advice because we don't have a lot of Pika mains in the 64 community.
right,
But yeah, he'll message me and we'll like talk, and he knows that my goal is to be the best player in the world, and like he told me that his goal is to be the best player too, and we talked about it, and I was like, dude, like you've got such good attitude, you're really gonna get like amazing at this game because he's so confident and he believes in himself,
right,
and I'm like not surprised that he's doing well in tournaments because like he's got the right attitude.
right. I'm hoping he changed up a little bit from it, just because I'd be talking to him and there would be some times that he would say something that was indicative that like he had hit a wall. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't like have that attitude. You got to be positive about it.
Yeah. So I mean, you're confident in that one?
Yeah, and it's not even anything to do with Kyle, really. It's all right. So the thing about Dittos is that both players have the exact same tools at their disposal. Like, right?
Yeah.
You have. It's kind of just who's like a better Pika player at that point, or who plays smarter. And like, I'm gonna be honest. Outside Isaiah, I think I have the best Pika in the U.S. I don't like. I don't think that I'm gonna lose Pika Dittos at Apex to people in the United States. Like, I just don't think it's gonna happen.
All right. And what's the other Star King? I don't know how much that one is.
That's for 20.
That's a 20,
Yeah.
and that
Which I'm
is
surprised we didn't do more, because me and Starking talk a lot of shit to each other.
that one is also that's Yoshi Pika, right?
Yeah, that's Yoshi Pika. I'm not like worried about either of them, but I'm definitely more concerned with that one than the Pika Ditto with Kyle.
Why is that?
Um, like I played Star King at what was it, COA,
Yeah.
and he played Fox, and I love that matchup. I think it's an absolutely horrible matchup. And well, I did. I'm starting to not think that as much. But at the time, I was like, all right, I destroyed Fox. Like, I will never lose to Fox. And Starking got really close to beating me. And it's definitely a bad matchup. And he just, like, the way Starking plays, I can't explain it. Like, it almost seems so flawless. He like, always makes the right decision. And, like, I know that he was way, like, not as good as he usually is at that tournament because he, like, took a break or something. But if he's been training... And I know that Yoshi's like, I think people say Yoshi's better. If he's been training and he's using Yoshi, I think it's going to be even harder to beat him at Apex than it was at COA.
Yeah, his Yoshi. After his break, he said he was having problems with his Yoshi, that it wasn't flowing with him.
Mm-hmm.
But last night or 2 nights ago, he said finally he's like Yoshi's starting to feel fun again.
Yeah,
So,
that's what I like to hear.
So hopefully it's it's all coming back for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the thing is, like, I think Yoshi Pika is definitely a better matchup than Fox Pika, like, for Yoshi. The thing is, though, I had, like, an absurd amount of Yoshi practice, and, like, Yoshi isn't really an overwhelming character, right? Like, let's say Starking's completely figured me out, and he's just dominating me. I can kind of fall back, play a little more defensive, and try to figure him out. But if he was using, like, Fox or Falcon, you don't really have that time to figure it out because they're always on top of you.
Right.
So I'm not too worried about the Yoshi matchup.
And I suppose, I mean, it's against Pika, it's not nearly as bad as it is against a slower character, because Yoshi can be overwhelming, but it's
Yeah. Like
against
if you're
characters.
Samus, like you know better than anyone. Samus or like I guess like Donkey Kong, like Yoshi can completely shut out characters. But if I'm Pika and I'm like hanging out on the top platform, Yoshi's not gonna touch me.
Right. Pika's airspeed is second to Yoshi's.
Yeah.
So,
And not to mention Pika's vertical airspeed. I can just double jump and just escape whatever he's got.
Yeah.
Yoshi's double jump's so slow, he's not gonna be able to catch me in the air.
And you can up B. Like, just
Yeah,
peace
like-
out.
Yeah, if I wanted to, if I really wanted to be like a campy little bitch, like I definitely could in that matchup.
But yeah, so that's the money match, and I mean, I don't know how seeding is going to be. I would like to, send a seeding list to Nintendo when everything is said and done. But
Mhm.
I don't know if you guys play in bracket as well. Would you still do the money
I,
match?
I, if I played Star King in bracket, like, actually, I don't know who I'd be. All right, let's say Star King was like, yeah, I'm going Yoshi in bracket. I'd
Hmm.
go Kirby. I'm way more comfortable in that matchup.
Okay,
So in the bracket, I have a feeling that me and Star King are going to be counterpicking each other. So I wouldn't want that to be the money match if we
right,
play in bracket.
right. So you'd rather
Yeah,
the
I'd
money
rather just
match,
keep the money match separate because I don't really go Pika against Yoshi. Like I'm comfortable in the matchup, but I'd much rather go Kirby.
right? So, so I mean, that entire money match stream should be pretty damn good. I mean, I know Hero Pie wants to play Stranded. He put one up for me as well, but
Mhm.
the main event, as I called it, is definitely going to be tacos and Z.
Yeah, I completely agree that that might be the hypest thing in all of history.
Because I mean, just to talk about 2014 for a second, tacos, as we all know, had one of the greatest runs in Apex history. Losing third round or second round
Hmm.
to Isaiah and then barreling his way to fifth place.
Yeah, he really did work.
And Z, on the other hand, had a really underwhelming performance. He got the same. He got 25th. And he beat Y Bomb, but then he
Hmm.
lost to Marahim and to Tacos actually. But then he finally went back into it and he came back strong at Zenith. But they've
Yeah, didn't.
played. Sorry, go on.
All right, thanks. Didn't you say that Z was like he took a break before Apex though? Isn't that why he didn't do as well as people thought he would?
Yeah, like Z was gone for something like 3 years or 4 years,
Hmm.
and then he just came back. And I mean, he was still good, but he clearly wasn't the dominating force that he was. And I guess he's gotten back into that rhythm because I still quit every time I play Z.
Yeah, I want to talk about Z's improvement for a second. All right, so I think that as a player, I excel extremely fast. If I beat someone in tournament, the next time I play them, I almost always like beat them way worse than I did the first time. But Zenyor in particular, he's the one player that every time I play him, I never underestimate him because he completely excels like just as fast as I do, and it's crazy because every like I don't want to say he intimidates me, but he is that one player that I'm like, fuck, like Zenyor's so good, I don't want to play him right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I think he's definitely gotten a lot better, and I think he's going to do so well at Apex.
yeah. And I think, both players, they've just got such a ridiculous advantage because their bench is so deep. They can play all 12 characters. They're easily like Tacos plays. He's famed for his Falcon, right? But we
Hmm.
saw his Yoshi put in incredible work. We saw his
Hmm.
Kirby do really well. And his Luigi is great. And Z is the same way. Z loves playing Mario. He loves playing Fox. His Falcon is ridiculous. So,
Yeah, and I think in a game where all the characters are relatively balanced, I think that's really what makes them incredible players. Because I use I use all the characters, but not nearly at the level that they do. Like I
right.
pretty much will use Pika Kirby in tournament, right?
Yeah,
But going into Apex, outside of Boom, of course, Z and Tacos are definitely like the two guys that I'm watching out for.
right. And, Tacos is another one of those guys who will just be like, the hell with it. And he'll just pick, he can go random. Z at Zenith, we saw he
Hmm.
decided to Mario Ditto Fire Blaster and Yoshi Ditto Wizrobe just
Yeah, yeah,
because,
yeah.
like, with no rhyme or reason. It's just what he decided to do.
Yeah, yeah,
And,
that's crazy.
like that level of confidence is it's really astounding to me. But
Yeah, and they both have such a cool play style too. They both play like really aggro and flashy. Like I'm so excited for that 12 character battle.
Z has actually said that he feels the only player who plays like him is Tacos.
Yeah, I definitely see how they play. Like,
It's a little bit of a Magic Johnson Larry Bird situation. They hate each other because they're mirrors,
hmm
and it will definitely be an incredible set. Um, but I don't know really. People have been saying, "Oh, Tacos has it." People say Z's got it hands down. But I'm honestly, it's coin flip for me
hmm
because I just feel that they're both incredible at it.
All right,
So who do you think's got the edge?
All right, I don't play in tournaments, so if I come off kind of ignorant right now, excuse me. Okay, so I think in the 12 character battle, from what I've seen, Z would win because like you've shown me videos of you versus Z, and every one of his characters is just absurd, like so good. Um, but I think if they were to play in bracket, I think that like Taco's best characters are probably a little bit better than Z's best characters, and I think Tacos would beat him.
Okay, so for bracket,
Yeah, I think Tacos would win bracket, Z would win 12 character battle.
I see.
What do you
I
think?
I think, well, Tacos has the advantage right now in that he's beaten Z. I know he's beaten him at Apex and in the Lumberjack Cup.
Oh, they played at Apex?
Yeah, that's who.
Wow, I didn't know that. Whoa, what was the matchup?
I don't remember. I just know that Tacos beat him.
Oh, wow, that's crazy. Was that recorded?
If I don't think so.
What the hell? How did they not record a set like that?
I don't. We missed out on millions of great sets.
What? I'm so disappointed. I did not know they played at Apex. That's crazy. How did they end up in the same pool?
They they were both in pool. That was pool one. That was.
Oh yeah, pool one was completely absurd. Yeah, all right. You know how when Apex rolls around, they ask for like people to send in seating and whatever.
Yeah.
I think that we really should try pushing for a lot of people to do that because this last Apex, like pool one, was so absurd.
Right, and pools 3 and 4. I personally feel pool 4 was hands down the easiest.
But... Yeah, I think they got easier. I think pool one was the hardest, and then going down, pool 4 was by far the easiest.
Yeah, I definitely would not be opposed to sending in my own list to Nintendo, considering we were the two that had the good Zenith seedings. But I feel like Steph could do Pidge could do a good job as well.
Yeah.
Boom usually has some advice here and there. But
yeah, I'll probably send it in too. I don't know how accurate mine would be because, like I said, I don't play on mine, but I'll try.
Yeah, there's gonna be some sleepers definitely. We got to see if LD is fraudulent. We got to see if Z's in top form. We got to see how if Killer decided to improve, etc.
Yeah, like someone like Jam, he could just do super well and no one would really know because he lives overseas.
Right.
Yeah, all right. I just want to talk about last year. I played Jam. No one told me that this guy was good. So all right, so I picked DK, and I'm like, "Sup? Where are you from?" And he's like, "London." And I was like, "Wait, you came to London just for Smash 64?" And he was like, "Yeah." So I immediately switched from DK. I was like, "I can't underestimate this kid." And then he beat me game one, and I was like, "What the hell?" And then in the Picadillos, I won in winners, and then he ended up beating me in losers. Yeah, but he was crazy, dude. Like I did not know who Jam was, and he was just so good.
Yeah, Jam teamed with Tacos in the teams tournament that night, which was
I didn't know that. I don't keep up with teams at all.
Yeah, I mean it was the unofficial one, but it was amusing because now Tacos has been being really secretive about Team Love 2.0, and it's
what is that?
I'm pretty sure it's Tacos Z, which is going to be even more hilarious. Because
that would be such a good team.
Yeah, I mean, depending on what kind of run they have on Friday, then that could just add even more fuel to the fire for the 12 character battle.
Dude, Taco Z, they could probably win teams because all right, who would be their competition? Boom and someone else.
Boom Jaime, Team Mejor.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Boom and Jaime.
Then, Star King Killer.
Double yeah, no, true. Yeah, teams are gonna be crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be a hell of a lot of fun to watch though. Like I'm
looking
excited. Forward to it. All right. Well, we've been at this for 35 minutes, so I think we did pretty well with the coverage and all that. So
yeah, no, I think that went well too.
So all right, I'm gonna do some splicing and upload. And guys, if you like what you hear, drop some ideas about who you would try to hear, who you want to hear from, and I'll see if I can get them and any topics that you got. And this isn't gonna be like a once you're on, you're off. Like I'm gonna have Kero back for other things come like past Christmas and pre-Apex because there's a lot more stuff to discuss. But keep it at this length. I think this is a good manageable length. People won't get bored of listening. So, all right. Thanks for coming on and bullshitting with me for a while.
Yeah, no problem, Rob. Later, guys. Thanks for watching, I guess.
Yep. See ya.